come on down here tonight. I wasn't going to do any videos for a little while, but today we hit 1,000 subscribers, so thanks y'all for subscribing and liking and sharing these videos. That's the idea. Let's get this out to help people, man. Another thing was we're over 22,000 or 27,600 views, and I've noticed in some of the comments that the police are watching. I know this. A couple of them were dumb enough to ask some questions. It's very obvious who you are. You go late into these videos and then you make some dumb comment that you can't even back up. I know who you are, but that's okay. You need to be watching this anyway. But I'm going to let you know you're not as smart as your other cop buddies that are watching. They're shutting their mouths. But there's some good news, some really good news. I've talked to a few people, well, not really talked, communicated with a few people that have already seen some results from this 1099A stuff. And so it really got me thinking. There's a lot of people out there with questions. And so I'm going to make this video for you 1099Ers. The reason I decided to do this is because I want to get those questions out of the way when this Zoom meeting happens. So I'm going to explain this tonight in quite a good bit of detail. How you got to use this, or how you utilize it to get the trustees to use it, is a more accurate term. But I'm going to go over this in detail tonight, so that you'll have a firm understanding of what it is this thing is and what it'll do. Like I said, there's been a couple of people that have used this to pay off car payments, and a couple nights ago I spoke with someone who used it to pay off their court costs, fines, and fees. We're working with this with foreclosure, and as I explain this tonight, maybe you'll have a better understanding of what it is that this thing does and what it will do. It's good for a lot of things, man. You could discharge child support with it. You could, about anything. So, yeah, baby mama would be real happy. And this could do a lot of things. One of the things that I'd like to talk about before I get into the 1099A is the coupon. I've gone over this before. Someone asked, could you use the coupon to pay off the credit cards? Yes, you can. How that works is that coupon is basically a check. Or if you're familiar with the coupon at the grocery store, Walmart or whatever. I've been over this before, so I'm going to shoot over this really quick. What you do is you take that coupon and you create a letter. You address the letter to the corporation or the business entity that you're wanting to send a coupon to. You endorse the back of the coupon. You put in the box, you put the amount of the balance that's on the statement. Look up the words statement and instrument and bond and coupon, and think about what the definition of those words are and how you're going to apply it to that. Now, when you take that coupon and you draft a letter to you'll send it to the corporation in care of the CEO. So it's going to go to the CEO. And in that letter, you're going to just briefly say something like, I've noticed over the years I've been sending this statement in, or I've been getting this statement from y'all, and it has a coupon on it. And and I just recently realized what those words mean. Statement means this, and then write the definition down. And bond means this, and write the definition down. Instrument means this, and coupon means this, and write the definition down in the letter you're going to send. And in there say, I've noticed that you send me this statement every month with a coupon in it, and I've been sending you a check for X amount of dollars, and you're cashing the check, and then you're redeeming the coupon. That's double dipping. But I am willing to overlook this crime, because it's trust fraud. They got your social security number, and they're renaming the bond, and they're cashing the check. That's double dipping. I notice you're doing this, but I'm willing to overlook this crime and make this one-time final attempt to clear this debt. Enclosed, you will find a coupon and you'll notice on the back that I have endorsed it with the beneficiary signature. Here's the money, more or less, and you can accept this. Now, and then notarize it, have it notarized, and then send it to them certified mail return receipt. Because what you're doing is you're creating that letter you just wrote to them as a contract. So you get the green card back, that's the signature card to the contract. Now if they refuse to accept the payment, don't do nothing. Let them take you into the tribunal, and then go in the tribunal and say, look, man, here's a copy of the letter that I sent them, and it's plain to see that I made an attempt to clear this debt, and if they don't want to accept it, that's fine. You don't owe them anymore. Okay, now that's the coupon explained. If you want to try that, I have. It's worked for me. Like I said before, it's worked for child support, it's worked for card payment, it's worked for 3 credit cards. So that's how you get rid of that, by doing that. Or you can turn around and offer them a 1099-A. Here you go, City Finance. Enclosed, do the letter the same way you do the coupon. Enclosed, you'll find a 1099-A for the balance. And it's the same way. You notice on the back it's signed by the beneficiary. Well, when they accept that coupon that's signed by the beneficiary, or they accept the 1099-A that's signed by the beneficiary, they just admitted that they've accepted payment from the beneficiary, and the whole thing's been a beneficiary action, trust action. Which puts them in malfeasance if they don't do what's supposed to be done. I can't stress this enough. I see y'all out here writing these comments and stuff. Well, can I use this, and can I use the 1099-A to do this, or can I use the 1099-C to do that? No, you can't. You cannot use those things. That's for the trustees to do. Remember, I've said in videos that the beneficiary cannot make no decisions for the trust. But what you can do is give them the means to make the decisions to do what it is that you need to get done. Wrap your head around that, folks. You're not wanting or telling or demanding anybody to do anything. What you're doing is that you're giving them the means to do the right thing. So now I'm going to get into this. I'm going to get into this 1099-A. Okay, I want to do this so that I don't have to do it or answer a lot of questions. I try to tell everybody this is chump change, but I want to get you all off on the right track, so that a lot of these questions aren't coming up during the Zoom meeting. I don't want to waste a lot of time on the Zoom meeting talking about the 1099-A. I want to talk about the conditional acceptance, because the reason that you need to understand the conditional acceptance, I know it's a lot of reading, it's 45 pages or whatever, but you need to understand that because when the trustees reject the coupon, or when the trustees reject the 1099-A, right? Now you have a cause of action where you can put the conditional acceptance on them. And they will either have to do what it is they're supposed to do, or they're going to give you their power of attorney to create multi-million-dollar liens. Those liens in turn will go to the Treasury, and the Treasury will collect. They'll collect, folks, I'm telling you. And they may or may not send you the money back. I got a message from one of the guys out here on Messenger. I'm not going to mention any names, but he said he thought that the reason that I didn't get a check for $132.6 million is because the Treasury will not issue a check over $100 million. If that's the case, then fine. Put it in the trust. You know, maybe we need to lower the bucks down so that your percentage comes out to be 100 million or less. I don't know. We can work on that. But that's what's really at, folks. When you get rejected, you go to the dealership, hey, I'm not doing this. Well, guess what? You know, this is what you're getting. Here comes the conditional acceptance. And you're either going to agree to the terms of the contract and give me your power of attorney, or you're going to do what you're supposed to do, trustee. So I'm going to get into this 1099, this 1099A. And explain this in a little more detail. This is a 1099A, folks. I've showed this to in other videos. Okay. This is the United States Treasury. They are the lender. This used to be their number, okay? This is like their Social Security number. Except it's not a Social Security number. It's a FIN number. F-I-N. Federal Identification Number. All federal corporations have a FIN number. That's theirs. Now, this number isn't the correct number. This was the number years ago. But the number now is 52-0907-065, okay? That's the new number. And then you'll notice that there's my human name, see, with the colon and the hyphen and the colon, and right, and it's upper and lowercase, okay? And then here's where the Social Security number would be, right? Here's my address. I put the street address out. And say, hey, man, they've called my house, man. Why don't I freaking roll up and say hi to old Chris, okay? And then here's the amount and the description, okay? The reason that every one of these that you do, you'll do with the Treasury, okay? The reason this isn't working for folks that have tried this in the past is because they're putting the dealership up here. And they're putting their name down here. It's not the dealership that's lending the money. It's the Treasury. The money that you have in your Social Security Cesta K Trust is in the Treasury. The Treasury is the bank, right? You're borrowing the money. You are the borrower, okay? But you're going to endorse the back of this thing. Alright? Now, by endorsing the back of this thing, it would be like if I wrote a check as a third party. It's kind of a third party thing. Okay? When you use these things, people have asked me, they said, hey, do you have a template for what you said to the accountant at the dealership? No, I don't. I didn't keep the piece of paper. All I did on that piece of paper, folks, was say, look, if you accept this 1099 as payment, and you can because you are the trustee in a fiduciary obligation, then what you will do is you will file a 1099 OID, a 1096, and a 1040V. You file these with the Treasury, and the Treasury will pay you via this, basically a third-party check. Whoever fills out the OID and the 96 and the 1040V, that's who's going to get the check. That's why it hasn't worked for a lot of folks, okay? That's all I said, folks. That's all I wrote, and that's why I said it didn't take a whole sheet of paper. I basically said, look, this is what you're going to do, like I did with the W8. I went in and I said, look, this is what you do. That's where this is at, folks. You can use these for anything, man. Anything over $600. You can't use them, though. Okay, I just said that because that's how people think. You can't use them. You will not be using these. You will not be filing these. You won't. That's the job of the trustee. I've heard some people make comments on there. Hey, you can't do that, man. They'll get you frivolous filing. Police. No, they won't get you for frivolous filing. The treasurer, the IRS tried that with me. They didn't get me. They wanted to, but they didn't. They didn't get me because I proved to them that I didn't file. How can you charge me with frivolous filing when there's nothing I filed? I didn't file this 1099A. I didn't file this 1099 OID or this 1096 or the 1040V. I didn't file squat. Look at who filed. It's the trustee. So, and whoever that trustee is, if it's the Department of Child Support Enforcement, Department of Human Services, if it's a dealership, if it's a mortgage company, if it's a furniture company, if it's a hospital, you got hospital bills? Send them a 1099A. Here you go, man. You can use, if you guys put your heads to it, you're going to be telling me down the road, hey man, I use the 1099A for this. I use the 1099A for that. And people say, oh, you can't do that, you can't file these things, man. Look, Public Law 73-10 says that the government has to pay everything. Everything has to be paid by the government. You're not supposed to pay squat. If you do use gold and silver, brothers and sisters, use gold and silver, man. I'm telling you. That's constitutional. That's where we're at with this, folks. This is really basically a simple thing to do. The major thing is go in there with the right attitude, man. Hey, buddy, let me tell you about this, dude. I've been doing this for a little while here now, and check it out, man. See if it works. The dealership doesn't want to deal with you. Tell him, look, man, pick out the car, put it in the back of the lot. Call me when the check comes in. I'll come get the car. You don't have to give this to me right away. I got mine right away, folks. Because they understood what they were doing. There will come a time when dealerships will go, oh yeah, man, we've done this before. Like I've been to sign shops and had the tags made for my vehicles. Hey man, you think you could make this tag for me? Here it is. There's a picture of how I want it. Can you do that for me? Yeah, I can do that for you. My guy over in Sevierville does it. But yeah, I can get you that done. I said, have you ever done this before? Oh yeah, man, yeah, I've done this before. It's going to come a time when it happens. But where this is really at, folks, is conditional acceptance, man. I can't stress that enough. This other stuff, this is chump change, man. Like I said before, this is chump change. This is not where you plug. That's not where you plug. You want to back up into the treasury, man. Get that money and get it in your account. Get it in your account, and then you can write letters of credit. I write you a letter of credit this month, and you write me one next month. We got our businesses going. This is how it works. But I'd like to say congratulations to those out there that are already seeing this work. You guys are the ones. You guys are the firm, the non-shaky. Uh, there's holdouts, there's hold-ons here. Hey, I'll try that, but how does it work for you? I was talking to Menace tonight, and he was telling me, man, I'm trying to put people onto my community about this, but they're not going to do nothing until they see it. I said, well, then, they're shaky. If you ain't got the nads to go out and do this now, then you're shaky. If you do go out and do this now, and people look at you like you're some crazy conspiracy theory guy, when you start riding around in the nice car and, you've been the moving vans at your beat up place you're staying at, and, your dumpy or whatever it is that you're living in, and you're moving to the uptown, moving on up to the east side, people are going to go, dang, man, hey, I should have listened to him. These people around in my community, they're going to roll up on old Chris, and when I start showing, there's coming a day, folks, I'm keeping mine low key, but there's going to come a day when old Chris is out here, moving, having a nice big house builder, cruising around in my, $300,000, $400,000 motor coach. Where'd he get that, man? These clowns, and there's clowns in this community. When I got busted, they were like, "Oh man, he's counterfeiting, man. He's counterfeiting money," which was nothing even close to what I was doing. Yeah, it was funny. It was funny, some of the stories that went around that people thought that I was doing. Man, they weren't even close. They weren't even close. They weren't even close to what we were doing. It was hilarious. But that's where we're at. I'm supposed to be able to go live at 1,000 views, but I didn't see the go live button. So I'm sure one of y'all out there about to tell me, though. Like I said, I'm old school. But hey, y'all, look and think about this, man. Think about this thing, and I hope that I explained it enough to you that you can take off with this. I gotta go. One of my prison buddies is calling from prison. He's getting paroled next month, so y'all pray for him. His name is Michael, James Michael Usinger. Peace out.